Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel, Cute Kittens and Puppies. Since cats became our life companions, they have known exactly how to secure a privileged place in our homes. Some have even managed to become the absolute rulers of the house, enjoying all the comforts they could possibly be offered. A spoiled cat is not just a well-cared-for one, but a feline that has successfully trained its owner to meet all its demands without protest. Sometimes, without realizing it, we allow our pet to take full control of the household, setting its own rules and making us adapt to them. If a cat behaves like the true owner of the house, it is surely enjoying a special level of treatment. One of the clearest signs of a spoiled cat is its refusal to eat food unless it is of the highest quality. It may have several options on its plate, but if it's not its favorite meal, it will choose not to eat until it gets exactly what it wants. This behavior shows that it has learned its owner will eventually give in to its whims and provide what it truly desires. Cats that receive excessive pampering also tend to take over the most comfortable spots in the house. Whether it's the bar chair in the dining room, the coziest couch, or even the owner's bed, they will decide where to sleep and will not allow anyone to move them from their favorite place. It's common for an extremely spoiled cat to claim its space with an attitude of total indifference toward others, expecting everyone around to adapt to its preferences. Another characteristic behavior is the rejection of orders or boundaries. A pampered cat knows it can do whatever it wants without facing real consequences. If it tries to jump on the table, scratch the furniture, or explore forbidden areas and never receives effective correction, it understands that it has complete freedom to do as it pleases. Even if it is scolded occasionally, it will likely ignore it or respond with a defiant attitude, such as a small hiss or an annoyed flick of the tail. Constantly demanding attention is another trait of an overly spoiled cat. Instead of waiting patiently for its owner to have a free moment, it will demand petting, playtime, or food the instant it desires. It might interrupt meetings, call for attention with persistent meows, or even jump onto the keyboard while its owner is working. Interestingly, if it doesn't get what it wants immediately, it may become even more persistent until it finally gets its way. A pampered cat is also an expert at receiving the best care without complaint. Yet it will reject any action it dislikes, no matter how necessary it is. If it needs a bath or a nail trim, it will do everything possible to avoid it, struggling, hiding, or expressing its displeasure with scratches and bites. On the other hand, if it involves something pleasurable, such as receiving a treat or a massage, it will accept it with an expression of pure satisfaction. When a cat becomes too accustomed to receiving the best, it may also become demanding about its surroundings. If its litter box isn't perfectly clean, or its bed isn't in the preferred spot, it may express its displeasure by leaving traces of its frustration in inappropriate places. This is its way of communicating that it expects everything around it to be perfect, according to its own standards. Spoiled cats tend to develop very specific routines and expect their owner to follow them without exception. They may get used to eating at an exact time, sleeping in a particular place, or receiving affection before bedtime. If any of these habits are disrupted, they react with frustration, annoyance, or even destructive behaviors. Their world must remain exactly as they have designed it to feel comfortable and in control. Please give this video a thumbs up if you find value in what you're watching. It lets us know you're enjoying the content. Some cats that receive too much attention may also develop a sense of possession over their owners. It's not uncommon for a spoiled cat to display jealousy when its human interacts with another person or pet. It may place itself between its owner and someone else, meow insistently, or even use its claws to grab attention. For these cats, their human is entirely theirs and they are not willing to share easily. At times, cats that have been treated like true royalty may develop a sense of superiority that makes them less social with strangers. Instead of approaching new people with curiosity, they might observe from a distance with an attitude of indifference or disdain. If someone tries to pet them without permission, they are likely to respond with a snub or walk away elegantly, as if the interaction is beneath them. An extremely spoiled cat may also become highly selective with its toys and accessories. It might reject certain scratching posts, ignore new toys, or refuse to use beds that are not to its liking. In some cases, it will only show interest in the most exclusive objects, such as luxury cardboard boxes or toys that the owner excitedly purchased. Its preference for the best reveals that it has learned to be picky about what it receives. There's nothing wrong with spoiling a cat as long as there is balance and its behavior does not become problematic. A well-cared for and loved cat can be very happy, but it is also important to set limits and encourage independence so it can adapt to different situations without displaying overly demanding behaviors. The key is to provide love and attention without allowing it to become the true boss of the household. If you have any questions or would like to delve deeper into any other aspect of cat behavior or care, do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. I'm glad you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates.